Minister, you're very welcome to the House this evening. The reason that I've tabled this debate tonight is to discuss Limerick's bid to host the 2018 Gay Games and specifically to ask the Government to proactively endorse the bid and to do everything that you can to ensure that it's successful. The Gay Games is one of the largest participative sporting events in the world. Indeed, it's the largest event that's open to all, to everybody, regardless of their age, of their ability, of their physical capacity. It enables athletes to compete in over 30 different sports at all levels. And the Games, people actually represent their cities rather than their countries. Winning the bid to host the Gay Games in Ireland will be of enormous benefit, not just to Limerick, but to the country as a whole. I think it would be a fantastic opportunity to promote Ireland as a welcoming country for everybody, regardless of sexual orientation. It would be a great way to highlight the progress that has been made over recent years in equality and equal rights for lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender people, and to showcase the work that has been done, which hopefully, personally, I hope will be built on when we bring in full marriage rights as well. But it's a great way to showcase Ireland's journey, both in terms of how far we have come and where indeed we hope to be over the next few years. But Minister, it also has the potential to generate huge revenue, up to €80 million for Limerick, for Munster and for Ireland as a whole. Up to 200,000 people are expected to attend the 2018 Gay Games, including 14,000 athletes. So as you can imagine, there's been huge competition to win an event of this scale and of this importance. Cities that pitched for the 2018 Games include Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Orlando, Amsterdam, London, Paris and indeed Limerick. The Limerick bid book was put together by a team of volunteers, including Emma Murphy, who's in the gallery with us tonight, and I'd like to welcome Emma, and Jeffrey Rocket is here as well to hear this debate, and indeed by John Hickey, who's one of the main organisers who couldn't attend tonight, but has put massive work into putting together a really, really detailed bid, selling Ireland and selling Limerick on every possible level, highlighting the excellent sporting facilities that we have, cultural highlights, infrastructure, accommodation, all of the excellent things that we have going for Limerick as a city with the potential to host such an amazing event. So I think it's testament to the huge work that has been put into the bid already that Limerick managed to be shortlisted down from such a list of illustrious cities down to the final three with London and Paris. There's a delegation from the Gay Games, the Federation of Gay Games, visiting Ireland next week between the 3rd and the 8th. And one of the things that the organisers think is absolutely crucial at this stage in terms of pushing the bid over the line is getting the strongest possible political endorsement. I know, Minister, you provided a letter, as did I, at the initial bid stage supporting the bid. And that's fantastic, and I know that the organisers are very grateful to have your support. They've also asked me to acknowledge the support that they've had to date from Fáilte Ireland. But what we're up against, Minister, is that with the London bid, David Cameron has thrown his personal endorsement, very, very strong personal endorsement, behind the London bid, and has made it clear that the government as a whole, at the highest possible level, would love to see the Gay Games in London. And that's why the organisers feel that it would be crucial to have the personal endorsement of the Taoiseach, which would to send that message that this is a political priority for Ireland, that we see the significance of it, that we see the opportunity, and that we would really appreciate it if the organisers, against such tough competition, picked Ireland. So that's the reason why I tabled this debate tonight, is to ask you, I know you've provided that you wrote that initial letter, I'd ask you to up the ante as we're down to the final visit next week, to ask the Taoiseach for his personal endorsement, for the government to, as openly and as publicly as possible, stress the importance of the bid over the next week, and also, Minister, to ensure that during the 5 days that the selection committee are here, that a minister meets them. I think that's absolutely crucial, that a minister meets them at the airport or at some point during those 4 days and says, welcome to Ireland. We really appreciate that we're down to the final three, and the Irish government would love it if you would pick Ireland. We will get behind the bid. We will put all the resources that are necessary to showcase Limerick during the Games if we're successful, and we will really promote it and make the most of the 2018 Games. Thank you.
I am pleased to have the opportunity to address the Seanad in regard to the bid to host the 2018 Gay Games in Limerick, and I thank the Senator Power for raising the matter, and I mean that. I'm delighted that you've raised this evening. The Gay Games is a major event, and over 10,000 participants and their families are expected to travel to the host city, Limerick. Is a very well placed to provide a superb backdrop to what would be the 10th Gay Games in 2018 or 2018. The city can boast of the finest sporting facilities in Ireland and a rich heritage and history for all visitors to enjoy. It is clear that others agree, as Limerick has been shortlisted as one of the 3 remaining cities to host the Games. Fáilte Ireland's events tourism programme is a key drive of high-yield, high-value international visitors to the country, a fact recognised in the programme for government. It is a central component in increasing visitors' numbers, as well as promoting the country as a world-class tourism destination through the international publicity and exposure for Ireland. The programme is made up of 3 components: corporate events, cultural events and sporting events. This year to date, in 2013, Fáilte Ireland is supporting 147 conferences applications for bids and marketing support for commissioned conferences. These conferences represent 80,000 international delegates and have a potential estimated business value of €107 million. Festival and events are also an important part of the event-based tourism portfolio. They are an integral part of what Ireland offers as a destination, while at the same time they afford an opportunity for increased overseas visitors and revenue. This year, Fáilte Ireland will fund over 198 festivals across the country through the Festivals and Events Initiative. The third aspect of events-based tourism sport gives us an opportunity to show that a small country can host major sporting events, whether it's the Tall Ships Race in Waterford and Dublin, the Ryder Cup or the Solheim Cup in golf, or the co-hosting with Northern Ireland at the Giro d'Italia cycle race in 2014. Ireland has shown that it can host these events in an efficient and capable manner and provide a great experience for spectators and participants alike. In addition to generating direct overseas visitors, hosting significant events allows us to provide a great showcase for Ireland as a country. Many thousands around the world watch major sporting events on their TV screens, and this presents a great opportunity to show a positive image of Ireland. We want people to choose Ireland as a holiday destination, and the exposure that key sport events give us help us to put Ireland on many thousands of travel itineraries for this year and beyond. Looking beyond this year, the Giro d'Italia cycle race in 2014 is the next major international sporting event that we will host on the island of Ireland, with the event being jointly supported by the Northern Ireland Executive and the Irish Government. The visit of this race will commence with 2 stages in Northern Ireland, with the final day starting in Armagh and finishing in Dublin. I wish to pay tribute to the efforts of the Northern Ireland Executive, in particular Minister Foster, for the determination to secure this important race and for the support being provided to the event. I am hopeful that this momentum in securing major events can be sustained in the coming years. With regard to the bid to host the 2018 Gay Games in Limerick, I was delighted to provide a letter of support endorsing the bid and assuring the organisers of my full support through Fáilte Ireland. Fáilte Ireland, through the Shannon Region Conference and Sports Bureau, has been assisting the bid's organisers, Limerick Pride, in relation to the preparation of the bid. This support has included direct financial assistance, as well as working with the local businesses community in Limerick to raise finances towards submitting their bid. Limerick has been shortlisted along with London and Paris, seeing off competitions from such cities as Florida and Amsterdam. Tremendous credit for this achievement is due to Limerick Pride and the Limerick 2018 Committee. Local businesses, tourism and sporting interests, along with state agencies, have been supportive of the bid, and their representatives, this represents a great example of community coming together to achieve a common purpose. While London and Paris represent significant competition for Limerick, I wish the organisers the very best of luck, and I can assure them of the continued assistance from the state tourism agencies and my department as the bid progresses into the final stage. And I just want to add to that, I certainly will be giving it whatever support I can give it. And I'm glad to hear that you will be raising this with the Taoiseach next week. And I think if London, the Prime Minister and government are supporting it, well, we're also supporting it, and we'd love to see it. And we'd love to see major events coming into Ireland, because what it does for the country, not alone for the revenue, but it shows that we can host. That's why we're supporting and helping and assisting the RFU to bring the World Cup to Ireland in 2024. It's important that we get events, because when we bring a big event into this country, we can actually deliver on it, spectator-wise, organisational-wise, and I'm hoping that we can achieve and get the support that's necessary, and I hope that we can achieve getting this major event into Ireland for 2018.
A brief question, Senator.
Yeah. Minister, I appreciate your support. And as I said, I recognise that Fáilte Ireland and that the department have been assisting this. I just want to, again, just impress on you, please, the opportunity to ensure that there's personal endorsement at a government level while the selectors are here. So I would ask if yourself or Minister Varadkar could meet with them briefly during that period, and just, you know, use all of your available charms and impress on them the fact that this is personally important to the government, that it's not just a departmental thing, that it's not just agencies, that at the same level as David Cameron is showing his personal weight behind it, that we will do the same here with the Taoiseach and with our ministers. I just think that's absolutely crucial to make that difference now between being in the bottom three and actually being selected.
I did give the election endorsement, and I believe an invitation has gone to Minister Varadkar, but if that invitation comes to me, I'll consider it. If they let me know, and I will make every effort to attend and support them.